Welcome to sunny Wales, where we're spending the day on campaign with the Liberal Democrats. They currently have no MPs in Wales, but they're hoping to change that. And with me is the man who is hoping to change that. It's the leader of the Liberal Democrats, Ed Davey. Let's start on that, if you like. 0 MPs in Wales. This is hardly Liberal Democrat territory, is it?
Well, it is. We've been building back. We took control of Powys Council, which is the council in this area, and it's the council in the seat which we have a really great chance of taking back. Brecon Radnor Cwmtai with David Chadwick. It's a seat the Liberal Democrats have held in the past with 3 different MPs in recent history. It's been a really close battle between the Liberal Democrats and Conservatives, and all the signs are it's going to be a close battle between us again. So we're very excited about it. We're campaigning on things like farmers. Rural communities make up the big part of this constituency, and the Conservatives have really betrayed farmers with their appalling trade deals and their misunderstanding of what farmers need.
It is a seat that has been Labour in the past as well, though, as I'm sure you know. And I was interested, Jane Dodds, the leader of the Welsh Liberal Democrats, was saying at your launch a few moments ago that people in this constituency, if they don't want the Conservatives, they have one choice, it's the Liberal Democrats. But that's not really true, is it? Because they could vote Labour.
It's absolutely true. The last time there was a Labour MP, but people have forgotten. If you look at the last 30, 40 years, it's been either Richard Livesey or Roger Williams or Jane Dodds for the Liberal Democrats at the Senedd. It's been Kirsty Williams. We have more councillors than any other party on the local council. So this is a Liberal Democrat stronghold, and people know that. And actually, people are also cross with the Labour Party here because Welsh Labour in Cardiff have let rural communities down. So there's 2 reasons why I think people are going to vote Liberal Democrat here with our traditional support here. They're fed up of the Conservatives who've betrayed them over things like the trade deals, which is so bad for farmers here, but they're also pretty cross with Welsh Labour too. So we're finding on the doorsteps people do recognise that it's a two-horse race between the Liberal Democrats and the Conservatives.
We're heading down to the southwest later today, formerly Liberal Democrat heartlands, and again, you're fighting the Conservatives. In fact, Rishi Sunak is there today. The challenge that you face, though, isn't it, is persuading people that you, not the Labour Party, are the natural natural opponents to the Conservatives at a time when the Labour Party are flying ahead in the polls.
But actually, in the last few years, we've been doing just that in elections, the polls that really matter. We've been winning. So in the last few years, we've taken control of Somerset Council. We did incredibly well in Devon councils. Just this month, we took Dorset Council. And then we had the 2 parliamentary by-elections, historic victories in Somerset and Devon. So I think everyone knows that we're back in our traditional homeland of the West Country. People can remember Liberal Democrat MPs from Cornwall and Devon and Somerset and Dorset and further afield in the West Country. And we're finding on the doorstep, they're coming back to us. They really want to get rid of the Conservatives. They're fed up. They feel betrayed. They feel let down. They feel taken for granted by the Conservatives. And they know it's the Liberal Democrats in the West Country who can beat the Conservatives. That's why the Prime Minister's really worried about us.
We have a poll out today, an exclusive Sky News poll with YouGov. They've got Labour up 3 points, I think, to 47. They've got the Tories down 2. The Liberal Democrats, though, fairly steady on 9. Is that of a concern to you that you're trailing Reform in the national poll?
Well, I don't really comment on individual polls, to be honest, because my experience is it's the elections that matter. In the elections in this Parliament, we've done incredibly well. 4 by-election victories in Tory heartlands. The polls then had us way behind. We won. We beat the Conservatives, even when the Conservatives were much higher in the opinion polls. And in local elections across the whole of the UK the last few years, we've done incredibly well. We've even more councillors in the May elections of this Parliament than any other party. And this month, earlier this month in the local elections in England, we pushed the Conservatives into 3rd place. So I really focus on real elections when voters actually vote. And in those seats, and the seats that we can win off the Conservatives for this election, whether it's in Wales or whether it's in the southwest or elsewhere, in what I've called the blue wall, it's the Liberal Democrat vote that's the powerful one if you want to get the Conservative MP out.
Davey, thank you ever so much. There you have it. The challenge facing the Liberal Democrats, as I was just saying, is to convince people that they, not the Labour Party, are the challengers to the Conservative. It's blazoned on much of their campaign literature, and really the success or failure of the campaign will hinge on that.